So we are here in Jacksonville, Florida. We're getting ready for our first preseason game, our first unofficial NFL game of the 2012 season. And we're taking on the New York Giants. Now remember, in real life, this was the season following the New York Giants Super Bowl win over the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 46. Which was played in Indianapolis, Indiana. You know, remember, that was the game which had Eli Manning throwing that pass to the sideline. Mario Monahan, the former Michigan Wolverine, made that spectacular catch. I knew he was going to be a gem when he got drafted, because that catch just reminded me of everything he was doing at Michigan. Dude was an absolute animal as soon as he stepped on campus up there in Ann Arbor. So preseason's underway. We are hoping to at least get a chance to play. We are third string behind Blaine Gabbert and Chad Henne. Chad Henne is the starting quarterback, by the way. But Chad Henne is like a 77 overall. I believe Blaine Gabbert's a 75 overall. We're not that far off. We can at least pass Blaine Gabbert before the season's over with. So you see no score so far, and eventually I got tired of pressing next play, so eventually I went to sim to human controlled play. It's actually on the field. So we do that. We finally get some action. We get 3 points to start off the game, and then we eventually get a touchdown. But look at this. We're not on the field on offense. We're on special teams, being the PAT holder. Well, at least we have to do something. At least we can say we've been on the NFL football field unofficially, though. Trey Tyler is looking to make a name for himself in the league, and eventually, hopefully, he will. Now, preseason is usually a time where the inexperienced players or the young players want to show what they can do. Those that are looking to make a roster, they show what they can do. As you can see, we got tired and decided to human sim again. So this time we're out here for a 45-yard field goal again as the PAT holder. So we're just going to keep doing our job, man, showing the coach that we could do anything that he brings to us. And we make that kick right there. We're up 13-0. They're celebrating out there in Duval as if we won the Super Bowl. Trey Tyler rocking that number 19, just like he did in the Gump Town with Alabama State. That's a nice kick, by the way. So let's go ahead and keep simming again. Are we going to get on the field again at least one more time? Hopefully this time on offense. Maybe look at that. We're up 21-0. Now, my goal for this series, as I said earlier, I want to make Trey Tyler, hopefully, potentially, an NFL legend. So, as you see here, we beat the Giants. We win our first preseason game. And unfortunately for Trey Tyler, he wasn't able to get any action, but Blaine Gabbert got all the action. But nevertheless, we have to keep going back into the lab and get better. So as you see here, I missed 2 opportunities, mainly on the right side with the A icon. I decided to take off, and Trey Tyler almost got that first down marker. So now we're going to do a play fake right here. Look at Trey Tyler throw an absolute dot up the middle to the former UCLA Brewer Mercedes Lewis, who we're going to be depending on a lot, as well as some other players at wide receiver and tight end on this team. This right here was just a bad read. I should have went to the right side. Now remember, this team featured a rookie, Justin Blackmon, who was selected 5th overall in the 2012 NFL Draft. Who was Justin Blackmon? Well, let me remind you. This man was a back-to-back Biletnikoff Award winner. That's right, 2010 and 2011. The man caught almost 1,800 yards receiving in 2010, along with 20 touchdown receptions. He and Brandon Whedon was an absolute force at Oklahoma State. But unfortunately, when he got to the league, he just could not get past his addiction for alcohol. He kept getting in trouble with the law. Eventually, it cost him his career in the NFL. Remember, this man only played 20 games in the league in real life. And then on top of that, when he did step on the field, you saw how good he was. He was so damn good at Oklahoma State, man. He was unbelievable at Oklahoma State. And also what people forget about Justin Blackmon, he is the first player that plays wide receiver at a Big 12 school to win Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. That has never happened before him. This dude was an absolute monster at Oklahoma State. So sad how his career pan it out. So with that being said, you see who we're going to be relying on all season though. Maurice Jones-Drew, we're going to need him a lot. No doubt the best player on this offense. He's in his 6th or 7th season going into this game. I believe it was when this game came out. And oh, by the way, there goes Justin Blackman right there making that catch. Touchdown, Duval. So you see what we're doing in the practice area at the practice facility. Now we're going to go over to our second preseason game of the season, down in the Big Easy versus the New Orleans Saints. This is what, a couple of years after their historic Super Bowl victory. And as a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, I must say that was a very sad day for me, man. Just seeing that team win the Super Bowl really rubbed me the wrong way. And of course, you know, at that time they was recovering from Hurricane Katrina at the start of it and all that good stuff. But in the end, I was really mad that Peyton Manning threw that pick 6 to Tracy Porter. It's just crazy because every time I root for Peyton Manning, he just never comes through for me. I just, let me get back to this, man. But anyway, so back to what I was saying in a previous video. We're going to play out Trey Tyler's entire NFL career. We're not going to stop after a certain amount of success. We're going to keep going until he eventually decides to retire. Or until NFL scouts or NFL coaches eventually give up on him. So with that being said, just enjoy the journey, man. This is going to be a long journey. We're not doing the journey of a first-round pick, neither the journey of a second-round pick. Remember, this cat went undrafted when we imported the Madden class. So now we're going to do that. We have to see what life is like as an NFL player from an undrafted player's perspective. But he is doing a good job of holding the ball down on the PAT attempts. Here he goes again. We're up by 3. And we're looking to make it 4 as we get back on the field for another PAT attempt. Like I said earlier, we're not doing anything, but we're making sure we do our job of holding on to that ball when it's snapped, so our kicker can get a clear, good look at it. Now, in case you don't know also, the NFL draft is a week away as of right now. A week from tomorrow, well, take that back. A week from yesterday, as this video has come out, we will find out who's going to be going first overall to the Carolina Panthers. I know a lot of people have been talking about Bryce Young with the recent news of Bryce Young canceling his pre-draft visits. I know he's already visited the Carolina Panthers before that. But now a lot of people are speculating that Bryce Young will officially be the number 1 overall pick. But please believe, don't count out Anthony Richardson, who I still believe a lot of NFL scouts are still high on him. But after that, I have no idea what's going to happen. So I've been hearing things about I'm about to say Tennessee Titans. I'm tripping. I've been hearing about the Houston Texans talking about trading down, giving up their pick. So we go into week 3. We're taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And I must say, this team was nice. I believe this was the team. That's right. If you remember, this was a team that went down to New Orleans against the San Francisco 49ers and won Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans. That was Ed Reed's last game as a Baltimore Raven. Ray Lewis's last game as a Baltimore Raven. And after that game, Joe Flacco got a nice contract. That was a huge contract, by the way, but that was well deserved because he actually beasted. He was beasting and feasting throughout that playoff, 2012 playoff, that is. So we're back on the field right here. A field goal attempt. The kicker's up and it's good, and we're up by 13. Now back to the draft in real life. I have no idea what the Houston Texans are going to do. I know that the Indianapolis Colts, with their pick, want to go quarterback. I don't know who it's going to be, but please believe the first 4 picks are going to be crazy. I have no idea what's going to happen after that. I don't even know what we're going to do in this draft, man. I mean, we done signed Baker Mayfield, a signer that I'm actually very pissed off about. Very unhappy about that pick. I saw talks of Devin White requesting a trade. I know that Tampa Bay's not going to do that. I know that we brought Neal back. We brought Jamel Dean back. But I have no idea what this team is going to look like in 2023. I've been screaming cancel the season ever since Baker Mayfield signed with Tampa Bay. It's just a 1-year deal though. So we're going to go into the final game of preseason. We're back in Duval under the beautiful lights in Jacksonville, Florida. We're taking on the Atlanta Falcons, a team you know in real life I absolutely despise. I can't stand them. But yeah, we're taking them on. This is the last preseason game of the year. I'm letting y'all know now. We got no action throughout this entire preseason. It was all just duties on special teams, mainly field goals and PATs. See, there goes Chad Henne right there. That's our starting quarterback. You know, the former Michigan Wolverine who in real life just retired from the NFL after winning his Super Bowl title, backing up Patrick Mahomes with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm still wondering what they're going to do though. You know what though? With Kansas City's draft pick, I would not be surprised if they draft a wide receiver in the first round. And a lot of people are big on Zay Flowers, the wide receiver from Boston College, who he is nice. The only reason why a lot of people don't know about him is that the program as a whole hasn't been good over the years up there in Massachusetts. So there we go. We going to the half, down by 4 points. We're going to the second half. We're still on field goal and PAT duties. I cannot wait until we take over this team at the quarterback spot. We have a lot of good weapons. A young Maurice Jones-Drew, a young wide receiver core. And I'm hoping that Justin Blackman doesn't leave us, because I really want to resurrect his career. Because I really felt that minus the problems with alcohol and things like that. But I'm really hoping that he stays, because I really want to resurrect his career. I really do, man, because like 20 games, and considering he was very productive, especially his rookie season, minus the suspensions he had to serve. I forgot his first game he had well over 100 yards, and I believe like double digits in catches almost. I forgot. But the dude's an absolute monster, man. So the preseason's over. We go 4-0. Join us next time. We're going to start the regular season, season 1. Thank you for watching. Peace.